So, Jen, this is my friend Cindy Walter. Cindy is amazing. She and I started around the same time, and she's just on fire. And I thought it would be very helpful for her to speak to you. Sometimes a different person's perspective is always very helpful. Cindy has co-created 11 personal executives. And Cindy, I love Jennifer. I think she is probably 2 or 3 PETs underneath me, but she is really a very strong person. Number one, she had a goal to hit, and she hit it. She was running for 1 star and she did it. She's a supervisor at her job and she just has such great leadership skills. She has won Blitz 3 weeks in a row. And when I put out a call to action and I said, hey guys, who wants to run to executive? She was one of the very, very few that said, I really, really want this. So who better to speak to about running to executive other than you?
Aww. That's great. Well, tell me this, what is your desire? Why do you want to be executive?
Well, it's a wonderful opportunity, of course, but I want to move my way up into, with the company so that eventually my dream is to not have to work at my current job.
Okay.
So I would love to have, leisure of just being able to work for myself and it's really a great program. So I benefit from it in, health-wise. And also now my money is starting to pick up on it also. So I want to work my way up, definitely.
That's awesome. So you're 1 star. How many consultants do you have under you so far?
I had 6, but 3 of them dropped. So I have 3 consultants.
Okay. All right. So can you see us then or no?
Yes, I actually can. Angela's frozen and you're a little bit frozen, but I can now see both of you, yes.
Okay, all right. So this sheet that I'm holding up is the Crystal Executive Bubble Sheet. This is like, I always tell people, it's like your Bible as you're building to executive. I have anybody that I'm working with closely, they have one on their end and I have the same thing on my end and we stay in constant communication. So, what you're going to do is just link arms with Angela. No one can teach you how to enroll better than Angela, for sure. She's the queen at that. Have her helping you with that, with 3-way calls, using whatever the team uses as a system, just plug into that. Don't try to reinvent the wheel and do things your way. What she's doing is clearly working for her. So link arms with her and do that. And as you're creating leaders and consultants on your team, you just work with Angela, fill her in, let her know so that she's always right there knowing what's going on with you and how she can best assist you. So when, I'm working right now with my chiropractor's wife, Becky. And so she has 9 consultants. We are in constant contact. We probably talk a couple times a week. We message back and forth on a daily basis because as we've gotten 9 consultants, now a couple have drifted off. Just like you said, this happens to all of us. As we're building, you start to create your 5 on each side and you may lose 1 or 2 and it might be temporary, but the thing you have to focus on is it's really a numbers game. So the more conversations that you're having with people, the more people you're enrolling. This is not a true statistic, but it's a very good average. For every 10 people I talk to, 1 will probably enroll. For every 10 people that enroll with me, 1 will probably want to do the business or get referral rewards. So it's really a numbers game. It's talking to a lot of people. So the people that you've already created to consultant that have fallen off, you stay in touch with them. And my best advice for that is always make it about them. Find out what their goals are. Just check in with them and reassure them that you're still here to support them. Run with them if they're running, walk with them if they're walking, but reassure them that you're here to help them achieve their goals. If they're not, ready, they're not going to be one of your 10, it's okay. Still stay there and support them. Who else can you create to replace them? And you're constantly working to fill these bubbles in. And I do it in pencil for sure until I know they're solid, and then I'll ink them in. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so I'm sure your team has a system about posting on Facebook and making new friends and being part of. You guys have a product page too and business page, right, Ange?
Yes.
Yeah. So, follow that system for sure. How about launch parties? Are you doing launch parties?
I actually have one that I'm trying to schedule for the 24th with one of my consultants.
Awesome. I am the launch party queen. I'll be training on it in the boot camp, and we'll be doing it in our Blitz group. But when I have someone really running to executive, I tell them, try to do one a week. Try to get one a week on your calendar, because especially if you have a full-time job, your time is pretty priceless. So you're getting on calls at lunchtime. You're talking to people on the way to work, on the way home from work. So if you can do a launch party once a week and get more people in one spot versus you having to make so many individual phone calls, that might help you from a time perspective. And when you get a lot of people in one spot, one person's excitement can light up a room. You get one person to come and share a testimony, like this one consultant that you're doing the launch party for. She could share her story, and it might really excite some people that are in that room. So I really encourage a consistent launch party schedule when you're really trying to build for executive. And did you guys do the PK Smith call? Do you know his executive launch party that he talks about?
Yes. I did the training with PK Smith.
Awesome. So I promote that on my team. I say, if you want to get to executive, we've got this Crystal Reset Day looming on us coming up on the 13th. I have people that are trying to do a launch party, an executive launch party before the 13th in an effort to get that $1,000, because that'll be left on the table if people don't hit it. So if you can fit it at all in your schedule before then, I would say go for it. Have Angela help you with brainstorming and ideas on how to get people there. But I'm really encouraging people that are going for it to try to do it before the deadline of the 13th.
Okay.
I don't know if that works in your schedule or not, but if you can make that happen.
Do you think that it's like too short notice kind of thing? Like we were thinking the 24th only because like it gives people time to kind of, make time for it, kind of.
My thought is, if you're wanting to hit it and you'd like that bonus, hitting executive is fabulous, because every consultant you create for the first 20, you're going to get your $100 bonus. So that doesn't end, but the bonus for the $1,000 does. So my thought process is, even if you don't get a huge turnout as big as you would if you waited a few weeks, I would say go for it. There's no time like the present to do this. And if and even if this consultant isn't the one that wants to do it with you, do your own. If she will partner with you and do it with you, that's fabulous. But I would really suggest it, because you could get yourself in a position where maybe the bonus money might be available for you.
Right. Okay, that sounds good. I'm gonna talk to her today. We have a Blitz call tonight, so I'm also gonna bring it up to everyone, because I have 4 people in my downline, 3 people in my downline in my Blitz group. So I'll bring it up.
Yeah, my thought is, even if it's not as big of a turnout as you could have if you waited 2 weeks and really planned it and had all the time in the world to do it, go for it. Absolutely go for it, because you could have 1 or 2 people that sign up quickly that get to consultant like that for you, that get to manager like that for you. So my feeling is go for it as quickly as you can. Make that happen. Also, when you have the launch parties, what I really recommend, and this is, I did this well before I even knew who PK Smith was, have people bring guests, bring friends. So if I'm inviting you to my launch party, I'm going to say, think about who you like to do things with. Do you work out with girlfriends? Do you go out to dinner with girlfriends? Who do you like to do things with? And invite them to come along with you. That way, if you come and you bring some friends, I'll enroll them under you. Boom, you're a consultant. If Angela brings some friends, I'll enroll them with her. Boom, she's a consultant. So I'm creating those consultants right away in a launch party. The other thing is online launch parties. So you could do, if you've got some people that are interested that maybe are long distance that can't come to a local launch party, you could do this same concept by doing a virtual launch party. And it's super easy. You can use this technology. Ange can send you the link. There's the PowerPoint presentation that is in our back office that we can all use. And you can, you do that PowerPoint presentation and do a virtual launch party, very similar to what you do in a home party. And that can help you if getting this bonus is what you're seeking, which I'm saying, hey, it's July 5th. You've got 8 days. I know that's tight, but why not go for it? If you don't hit it, you're just that much closer to it, you know?
Yeah, and if the way I see it is if I don't hit executive, I'm still working my way back up. So it still benefits.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So tell me, what kind of questions do you have for me?
Well, one of my questions was definitely for the launch party. Also, like, what would you recommend? I know you said don't reinvent the wheel and, continue to do the 3-way calls and pretty much do everything that I started doing. But is there anything that you recommend that I do? Lately, what I've been concentrating a lot on is helping my team. What do you recommend for me to do as far as, finding that balance to being able to help my team and being able to still do my calls and, still keep up with my own enrollments?
Yeah, and that's something that as leaders, we will have to try to balance that forever. That Angela and I deal with that all the time. So I may have a week where I'm enrolling 3-4 people in a week, and I may not enroll anyone for 2 more weeks because now I'm focusing on my leaders. So it is a balancing act. Right now, if you're building to executive and that is your primary goal is getting there, you're needing to enroll people and create consultants. That's your primary focus. Enroll and create consultants. So the best way to do that is launch parties and really linking arms with the people that you're enrolling. Enroll them, coach them have a great product experience, and plant those seeds right out of the gates that, hey, when you have great results from this program, people are going to ask you. So when they ask you, I just want you to know that we have referral rewards. The company is extremely generous and they give us referral rewards. So even if you don't want to do the business like I do, if you give them my number, send them to me, have them call me, tell them that you sent them. I will enroll them and you can get the referral rewards. How would you like to get your products paid for? People that don't even want to do the business love to hear free products. I mean, I don't care how many circles and stars are after my name. I want free products. I don't want to pay for them. So most people have the same, even if they have great incomes, they still like to get free products. So plant that seed. Every single person you're enrolling, go back to anyone you have already enrolled and make sure they understand that there's referral rewards available for them. And would they like to learn a little bit more about it? I always circle back, even if you have people that you didn't talk to about it at the very beginning, it's never too late to go back to them and say, hey, and I don't know if I mentioned to you when I enrolled you 6 months ago, but Isagenix has a great referral rewards program. And if you're interested at all in getting a discount on your products or getting them for free, I'd love to chat with you about it. Let me know if you're interested.
That's great. That's a great way to put it, because I think sometimes, like when I'm explaining on day 5, when I do day 5 calls with my team, or even when I'm doing calls with, people who I enroll, sometimes I tell them, Isagenix has a great refer a friend program. I tell my team to take advantage of it. I feel like that has been like a weak part where some people will want to share and some people will be like, oh, okay, I'll keep it in mind. But I think if I come across letting them know, even you don't have to do anything, just send them to me. I think it'll kind of.
Yeah, and people, it's so funny. I started doing that probably 2 years ago, and people will tell me from the get-go, I'm not interested in doing the business like you do. And I'm like, oh, that's fine. You don't have to. But when people start to ask you, let me know, because I'd love to see you get your products paid for. So I will get the ball rolling with them. Now, I definitely want them coaching their own people. I want them enrolling their own people. But in the beginning, if it helps them that I take this on, talk to them for you. I'll see what kit works best for them. I'll enroll them. When you get that IsaWallet card and you want to know why you're getting $250 on there, then I'll teach it to you. And that's typically how it happens. People that say they're not even interested in the business, they get that IsaWallet card and they're like, okay, how can I get me some more of this? And then I start the training and really developing them into, okay, now if you get those 2 people to get 2 people, there's $450 more on the plate for you. The bottom line is, if you get your people paid for, if you get your people paid, they will stay with you. The retention rate is so much higher. So, I tell everyone, make sure you're getting everyone on the IsaBody challenge when you enroll them. number one thing they do is get in the IsaBody challenge. We want them getting products for free, $600 of free products a year. It's the same concept with getting your associates paid. If they get that little Isa wallet card and they start getting some reimbursements, some referral rewards, they're going to stay and they're going to want more of that. So super important to plant the seeds in the beginning and get them paid as quickly as possible, and really try to get people to understand the sense of urgency in hitting the rank advancement bonuses.
Okay. I have two girls that are fairly new on the program. One of them I was trying to push towards posting and stuff, and at first she wasn't comfortable. Now she is, because she's lost 29 pounds. So hope maybe Ange and I I'll set up a three-way call and have Ange speak to her and, you know, maybe motivate her a little bit more. Maybe if she hears Angela's story, she might get a little bit more motivated.
Now that's perfect, because Angela didn't come here for the business. She came here for a product result, had a great result, and then wanted to share it with the world. So your friend will probably relate to Angela's story, right, because it's very similar. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. That sounds great.
She also has a few great people on her team, like the women that are starting. She has Vicky Theo and Nicole and Cece. I mean, they're not moving as quickly as Jen, but I think that by Jennifer getting to executive, it is going to light a fire under all of their butts, because they're going to look at her and they're going to be like, man, you know, if our leader can do it, we can most certainly do it. And it always sets the pace. I noticed that leaders who are stagnant and don't do very much, it appears that their team is like that. Whereas if you go first, you get 1 star, you know what, that week that she hit 1 star, they were all driving hard.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's what we do, is we celebrate. So our team, you know, I have 11 that I've personally enrolled, but we have over 30 executives now on our team, and we celebrate every single one of them. And when someone, like, now we're going for the reset, so we've been working with people that are really trying to build for executive. Someone hit it last week. So the ones that are still working on it, they got so fired up by seeing Jackie hit it last week that they worked over the holiday weekend, because they don't want to miss it now, because Jackie got her bonus. Jackie got flowers sent to her. She got a poster on Facebook and was celebrated and recognized. It builds that excitement. So when you achieve this, that excitement will be totally trickling down to your people, and they're going to want that too. Everybody likes to be recognized. Everybody likes that, you know, being celebrated on Facebook publicly. It just makes people feel special, because in the corporate world, let's face it, we don't get recognized like that.
Nope, we don't. It's so true. So true.
Anything else that you want to ask me, or anything that I can help you with?
No, I think you answered a lot of my questions. I had some stuff written down, and it kind of answered a lot of my stuff. I definitely want to work a little closer with Angela now, especially so I can try to get where I want, at least even if I don't make it to executive, to make it close to executive within this next 8 days. So I'm willing to work, and I know she's willing to, Angela's willing to work with me. So I'm going to do my best.
Yep. And let me tell you, 90% of it is your mindset for sure. I have 3 more people that I believe will hit executive. Well, let's say this. I have 3 more people working hard for executive that I'm working with closely. And one of them, I'm not sure she's going to get it. And it's because her mindset, when I talked to one of them and I messaged her today and I said, hey, how's it going? She has 3 more consultants she needs. So she still has some work cut out for her. And she said, I'm so determined, there's no way I'm missing this. And then I asked the other one, hey, how's it going? And she said, oh, I'm trying. I'm getting awfully discouraged, though. I lost another consultant today. Like, the mindset, you have to be so determined in your mind that I am hitting this. And no matter what, I'm not giving up until the last minute. And know in your head, you know, this wasn't your goal by doing it by the 13th, but go for it anyway. And like you said, if you miss it, you're going to be that much closer to hitting it, and you won't be that far away from it. But don't even have the mindset that it's not possible. Go into it like, I have 8 days. Let's kill this. I have 8 days. Talk to your family. Ask for some grace. Let them let you work a little harder. You know, do what you got to do. Work with Angela and see what you can do to make it happen. A lot can happen in 8 days. There's been people that have hit executive brand new in 8 days. Now, I didn't do that. It took me 7 weeks, but it can be done. And I didn't know about executive launch parties when I got started. I didn't have all the skills I have now, or I probably would have done it even quicker.
Yeah, I think, and you're right, anything is possible. And like that first day that I wanted to hit 1 star, I was just like, I have to do this week. And I did whatever I had to do. I ended up getting 12 cycles, not just 10. So I can do it. I can do it.
Yep.
I just gotta, I have to set a plan and, I'll take it from there, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
Yeah, map out, like on your executive bubble sheet, map out who you have. I highlight them once I know they're secure, so I pencil everybody in. So, think about what 10 people you want at kind of your board of director table, 5 on the left, 5 on the right. Which ones can you pen in and highlight because they're safe? You know that they're going to stay consultants for you. What pirates might you have that only need 1 person? What people, where are the holes? How many do you need to enroll? How many enrollments do you need to get before you can make this possible? Get a copy of it to Ange, and she'll be, she'll have it on her end, and then she'll know best how to help you and coach you through it. But certainly it can be done. I'd say try to get a launch party together. You could probably do 1 home and 1 virtual before, in the next 8 days and see what you can do to make it happen. You never know. It would be pretty cool. Are you going to Celebration?
No, I can't make it this year because I'll be on vacation around the same time.
Oh,
so
shoot.
It's kind of like conflicted, But, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna do my best. I'm really interested in the virtual launch party.
Yep, and I can share a little more with Angela how I do that. It's really not complicated at all, and it works. We get people that come, they want to check it out. Then you can record it, so people that can't come live, you can just send the link to the recording, and they can watch it. And I have people enroll after the fact watching it, even if they couldn't show up live for it.
That sounds really, really useful.
Yeah.
I think Kelly Calabrese also does one every Tuesday, and I will ask her for the link just so the team can watch it and kind of get comfortable with it. But I really think it's just that energy to go balls out, like to make it happen. And, you work so hard to 1 star, and then you take your foot off the gas, you catch a breather, you give your family a little attention, and then you go again. And that's what this is. It's just ebbs and flows. I mean, I think that I enrolled 12 people last month, and 1 of them went consultant. You know what? But that's July's a new month. You've got to go and enroll another 20.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
If there were leaders everywhere, it wouldn't be such a lucrative business. There's very far and few of us, and all we're trying to do is find more of us. But if you present the opportunity, the chance to everyone, you will find more. Our job isn't to beg or plead or convince. It's just to offer this gift, and some will and some won't, and so what?
Who's next?
Yeah, who's next? And I'll tell you the most important part that I think for Jennifer, and that one of the most motivating factors is it's not just to executive, it's really to create this, spectacular life. Yeah. And, if you would have told me a few years ago when I was cashing in those food stamp checks that something like this would be possible, I would have called you crazy. But, think of where you will be, not just July 13th, but in 1 year, in 2 years. You're already steady cycling. Remember when you started, it was like 1 cycle, 0, 1, 0. Now you're hitting 3, 4, and 5 like with ease. By next year, you'll be hitting 35 with ease. And to be able to go away with your kids and come back to 150 cycle week, I mean, that's the ultimate goal. That's the ultimate motivation. So I tell you, honestly, people are like, is it worth it? Is it annoying? I'm like, are you kidding me? 3 years of having fun, posting on Facebook, sharing what worked for me? Yes, it's worth it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been in this type of an industry for 24 years now, 4 years with Isagenix, and I cannot tell you the difference in this company. And what I've seen all the comp plans out there. I researched Isagenix and I found Isagenix, and the perks of being an executive are absolutely amazing. I don't know if you got to hear the call that I did 2 weeks ago, but I mean, just on what I make on my executive matches is crazy. And that is available to everyone. And in the leadership pool. So many doors open to you once you hit executive. That's why I'm so passionate about building executives, because that's when the doors really open and you really see what can be possible for your family and how it can change your life.
Yeah, and even I got I was a part of the director pool this time around, and it's pretty generous. I mean, I know it wasn't much, but I was like, wow, this is cool. So I could only imagine with the executive, you know.
Absolutely.
And better and bigger.
Yeah. And, my thing is keep your why in front of you. When your why is strong, retiring out of a full-time job, that's a big why. Spending more time with your family, that's a big why. When your why is in front of you at all times, and if it gets discouraging or you lose a consultant, you're like my Becky I'm working with, she had 9 and now she's down to 6 again. And she's had 9 and then she was down to 3. And so when times get tough, it's like focus on your why. Why are you doing this? Why do you want to hit executive? And just keep those blinders on and stay focused and don't let yourself get discouraged.
I've been pretty I've been pretty positive about this whole thing the past, I would say, like ever since January hit. I was like, this is the year that I have to do something different, and it, for the most part, I mean, I think I took a big leap from last year to this year in Isagenix. So it started off with little things like just stepping out of my comfort zone. I did the first call this week.
Yes.
Hello?
I'm sorry.
Hear me? I'm sorry. So it's been like little things, just slowly and surely stepping out of my comfort zone, and it's helped me a lot. I did my first call with Ange the other day. I hosted the first call, so that helped me a lot.
Yeah, so, plug into her. She is a wealth of knowledge. For someone that had absolutely no network marketing experience, for her to rise like she has, oh my gosh, just follow what she's doing. That's all you need to do. Follow what she's doing. Stay excited. Plug into her. Plug into her teachings and trainings. She gets the most amazing speakers on your team calls. Just follow what she's doing and emulate her, because the bottom line is you want to be duplicatable. So you duplicate what she does, your people will duplicate what you're doing, and it makes it very simple and very easy and not overwhelming and not stressful.
Jen is good. She's so good, Cindy. Number 1, she's a red like me, so she's like a get things done kind of gal. Number 2, I think she has great leadership skills. I think that come very naturally. And professionally, she's a leader. Personally, she's a leader. Even on the team call, she was so nervous, but she smoked it. I mean, I've had some first-time callers who just ruined the call, but she was very well prepared. I think anything that she puts her mind to, she will do. So
that's awesome.
Jen, print that bubble list.
Okay.
It's called Map to Executive. If you Google it, let's print the 10 names. Let's get on a call, and we'll go from there.
Awesome. When I get back, I'm going to go back to the office now. I'm going to look at people, and I'm just going to pick some people that I think might be able to help me, and then hopefully, we can talk today.
Yeah, right. And I always say put some people in your back pocket. Like, have a backup plan. Have a couple family members or good friends that if you need last minute, they can be your little saving grace. If you need it. Yeah, so have a little backup plan too, just in case. But definitely, let Ange help you, and this can be done. It can be done in 8 days. It really can, and I'd love to see it happen for you.
Yeah,
I'm willing to work, so I'm ready.
Awesome. Girls, my kids are screaming. My dog is barking. I will chat with you guys in a little.
All right.